With the body of the electric car now created, we're going to go ahead and look at creating the windshield. You can see that the windshield is a separate part as shown in the browser and in the graphics window. Looking at the electric car part itself, we created an opening initially. So let's have a look at that again. So we started by creating a sketch. An extrusion was created, which we'll talk about in a moment. Let's have a look at that. It's right through the middle of the car and it's 0.250 inches. And we're going to be using that in the next step of creating the car. So with that extrusion created, that's a surface. I then went ahead and created the extrusion that cuts out the material for the window. So we look at that feature. It's a cut. And it went a distance of 38 inches, which takes it into the model of the car. And that created an opening. Using Save Copy As, I then created a new file based on the electric car, and I called that new file, in my case, Windshield 2. And here's the finished windshield. Notice that I deleted all of the features all the way up to extrusion 5. Taking the end of part up to just below extrusion 4, we can see that I've changed the material of the body of the car to glass limo tint. A couple of other options you might want to try here. You can also try polycarbonate, clear, or smoked. Smoked is probably better in this particular case. So with that solid body created, I'm going to move the end of part down. We can now see the extruded surface, which will really help in creating this windshield. Moving into part below the extrusion, let's edit that feature and see what happened. In this particular case, I changed from cut to intersection. I'm still going a distance of 38 inches, but this time it's intersecting with that extrusion surface just above it in the browser. And when I do that, the only thing I'm left with then is the windshield. What I did then was go back to my assembly, and I placed the windshield in the assembly. And it took 3 constraints, 2 mates for the top and bottom edges, and a flash between the midplane of the windshield and the body of the car to assemble it correctly.